What's up lads and welcome to the video. Today we're playing Do Not Take This Cat Home. I don't know anything about this game, but apparently it's pretty scary, so if you're scared of animals, I guess click off the video. But let's get into this and see what's all about. Can't be that bad, can it? Oh great. First time in a while that you've probably going out. Okay, well, I don't know how to go on the rain. I really oh okay, so it's in the middle of the walk. Cool. Typical, but maybe this is a sign that you should have stayed home today. Baby. And I'll try again tomorrow. Right. You turn to head home when. Ow! Oh, what was that? Only a few people around on the street. Makes sense due to the increase of missing persons around the area recently. Ooh. Well, that and the weather. A lot of dots. But none of them react to the sound at all. Well, maybe I was just the only one who heard it. Curiosity guiding your steps, you follow the sound to the entrance of a dark, dingy valley. Right, so if there's a bunch of missing people, right, the first indication when you hear a noise in the middle of the rain, go down a dark alley. Bit strange. You timidly enter the alley and walk forward. The ground dampened by the rain makes your steps sound louder and more confident than you actually feel. Bro. Finally, the source of the sound comes into view in the cold, dim light of the alley. At the end of the alley, in a big cardboard box. Yo, it's the cat. Put it. You're going in the blender. I guess that should have been obvious. Well, I imagine so. It's an interesting looking cat. Its pretty yellow eyes shine like gold among the dark sea of black fur. Its front paws up on the edge of the box and looks up at you. Yo. So cute. So cute! And it definitely knows it. You've never had much of an opinion one way or another about cats before. But but if they're all like this one, it's shocked they haven't already found a way to rule the world. You don't think you'd mind bowing down to a feline overlord? I would mind it. I ain't bowing to no bopping thing, never mind a cat. You look around the alley with a small frown. Who leaves cats in cardboard boxes these days anyway? Won't they just jump out and leave the box eventually? The cat doesn't answer you. Well, you're fucking useless then, aren't you? Obviously. It also doesn't do as you suggested, leave the box. It's just looking at you, as if it's waiting for you to make the next move. The game is literally said to not take the cat home. But for content's sake, you know what? You reach into the box and pick the cat up, holding it out in front of you. Why not? Oh, and well, I'm kind of in the same boat myself, so bring the cat close. Didn't realize it was shivering until just then, but it slowly breathes easier as it presses into your chest. Why not stick together, right? At least for a little while. Bro, the cat already loves me. You think a little while will probably be more like a day. You'll be responsible and take it to the shelter tomorrow, but for now, let's get you out of the rain, okay? Stop by a small local pet store for some cat food, then head back home. You live in a modest apartment. One bedroom, one bathroom. One you living all alone now. It feels so weird having another living being inside of after so long. Who's the last one? Even if it is just a cat. So we might be lonely, fellas. Just to say. After locking the front door and placing the cat on the floor, you watch for a moment as it curiously explores the environment. Leaving the feline to its own devices, you set about making the both of you some dinner. You take out the can of cat food and open it with the tab on top. You put some cat food on the saucer and click your tongue to call the cat over to you. Perks up at your beckoning and rushes over. You look at the plate of food and completely ignores it. Not hungry, I guess. You try not to let it annoy you. The cat doesn't understand the concept of money to appreciate that you spent your hard-earned cash on it. Honestly, ungrateful. It's the cat after all. I'll just leave it here if you get hungry later, okay? It rubs its body against your legs with a paw. You smile, that's enough of thanks for you. It follows you into the kitchen as you start on your own dinner. Hold on. This little tomb's a vibe, don't you think? You decide that you have enough ingredients for a sandwich. Bread toasted, mayo, mustard spread, turkey and cheese, and a lettuce perfectly placed. I was like, whoa. Ow! It says you cut your finger on the knife while slicing a tomato. Stupid. You feel a little embarrassed for such a blatant sight, tossing the knife into the cutting board. You're about to head to the bathroom for a bandage when the cat hops onto the counter and sniffs at the knife and meows almost pointedly at you. Hehe, don't worry, I'm alright, it was just a... Much as the cat starts to lick lightly at but enthusiastically at the blood of the knife. At your blood. It's so shocked that by the time you come to your senses, the knife's... What? Sorry about that. Look at it clean. Cat sits back staring at you. You feel a little uneasy. Sure, cats are meat-eating predators, but that was a little weird. Right? Sure, you're no cat expert, but that was definitely not something another character would do. Right? Regardless, you are not about to abandon the cat in need while it's still raining outside, not after all your efforts. You are going to take it to the shelter tomorrow anyway. What's the one night of awkwardness? Weird or not, it's just a cat. Or is it? The rest of the evening, unfortunately, goes downhill from there. Even after covering up your fingers cut with bandage, the cat keeps trying to lick at the wound. While you're eating a sandwich, while you're cleaning up the kitchen, while you're trying to watch TV. Gently push away every time, but you start to get worried at the strange behaviour. What if it's got a taste for your blood and thinks you're food now? You're not sure what you'll do if it starts getting more aggressive. You keep thinking about the cat food sitting in the corner, untouched. Who's trying to eat me? Oh, come on, enough already. You should be a little more forceful about the sound of annoyance. You feel bad immediately, but before you can do anything, the cat meows sharply and dashes around the corner into the hall. Deep. At this point, you're a little worried that it's going to take a bite out of you in your sleep. Maybe a vet will have an idea to help calm down. You could only hope. You don't have many other options left other than tossing the cat out in the rain. After finding the number of a local vet, you feel like, oh, lights just went out. Ah, great. Great, just great. Rain must have knocked the power out. Check your cell phone only to find it's out of batteries. You must have forgotten to charge it before leaving out earlier. The outing had been so spur of the moment that it had no doubt messed with your usual routine. You gotta flush it and turn it on. Of course that was batteries. Too quiet. Did the rain stop? But then why did the power go out? You look outside. It's pitch black. What time is it? Better check the clock then. The cat sits on top of your digital clock staring at you. Hello, friend. Thinking now, you realise the clock should be working at all with the power outage, but the numbers are lit up. I'm going completely haywire. The cat stares at you, it's completely still. You'd think it was a statue if you didn't know any better. It's not giving off indication that it's alive. It's not blinking, it's not breathing, but its eyes. This isn't normal. You're afraid. You want to run, but you're afraid of letting the cat out of your sight. I would not be. I know it's a bit scary, obviously, because it's probably a demon cat or something. But in this situation, I would not be afraid. Like, cats can be violent or whatever, yeah, but it's very small. Very small. You wouldn't just grab it and just fucking boot it across the land or whatever. You consider tossing the cat after all. But as soon as the thought enters your head, you feel a sharp urge to vomit. Its eyes hold you still. Even with your flashlight trained on it, its pupils are large, round, inky. Uh-oh. Flashlight flickers, and it's gone. You'd still see the eyes, man. It immediately grips your mind. Silence punctuates with the rapid pumping of blood in your heart. Wouldn't you just go into a corner, right? And just watch. Like, you just look as you will see the cat, because that cat's eyes are reflective element, I think. It's overwritten as your ears slowly start to pick up the sound of static all around you. How is the clock working with no power? You don't know why such a question matters at the moment, but you feel as if having the answer will make sense out of everything that's happening. The order will be restored. No answer comes to mind. You back away from the clock, and feel as if air itself coils you tightly and abruptly in response, like a predator prepared to pounce, but waiting for your next move. Damn it, man! I should have just left the fucking cat. You're afraid to move. You're afraid to even take a breath. It's a fucking cat! But you can't stay still forever, right? Whoever's watching you, you can already feel its impatience. Too eager. You don't know how you know this, but you can sense it as clearly as it whips it. But ugh, I didn't like that. It whispered to me, right in your ear, right into your soul. It won't let you wait it out. Not that you could even if it did. You can't stay here. You have to run. With there's this thought, a sudden primal instinct awakens in you. Making you tear yourself into a hasty burst of movement, action, but you're still weak from the fear's grip on your mind. Right. Well, your legs tangle together under you in your haste, and you fall to the ground. This is what kind of demon we talking? Oh, I'm dead. Sharp pain explodes in the center of your foot. At first, you think you've broken your ankle, but something warm and wet trickles down the length of your foot, pooling underneath it. You hear the sound of metal scraping on tiles after skidding across the floor as if it has been kicked. Winded from your fall, you look at the days and see the object glittering and strange light coming in from the outside. Light purring in from your now open front door. Thoughts of how, when, who, what in regards to your inexplicably opened front door screech to a halt. Your brain finally identifies the metallic object you've been staring at. Your kitchen knife. And still tinted red from your earlier blunder. That's not right. Wasn't it completely licked clean by the eagle dryly as the pain in your foot? You barely have the time to wonder how the knife ended up on your living room floor, stepped on. Instead of resting on your cutting board where you left it. Hold on. Sorry about that, lads. This much later in the day. So I had a giant stomachache. Whatever. But we're back to it, and let's enjoy. And you spy something in the darkness just beyond the knife. It spies right back at you. A pair of glowing golden eyes. That's pretty creepy, guys. The cat might murder me. Come forward as the cat emerges from the shadows into the light or from your doorway. It pads lightly over to the knife as if skipping into light, and bends down to the lap at the blood dripping from the blade. Ah. Your senses slowly begin to overwhelm you. The chill of the air that starts to suffocate you under its weight. The sound of your shaky breaths discordant? Discordant? Is that a word? I think. Discordant against the static now piercing your skull. The dryness on your tongue spreading to your throat. The incomprehensible sight of the stray you taken in, licking away at your kitchen knife, once again completely clean. The scent of the blood from the fresh from wound on your foot. Blood? Golden eyes slide up to you as if in response to your sudden realization. Blood. You're hurt. The foot is bleeding. You're bleeding. You're bleeding. The cat barely moves, shoulders twitching as if just considering the act of pouncing forward. But you're already on your feet and out the door. You run, or rather limp down an empty street. His eyes black and bleeding red. There's a strange light emitting from nowhere that casts everything else in white. The houses, the trees, the road, even you. Everything. Except your blood. You can just barely glimpse the bloody imprints of your injured foot leaves in your wake, with every impact it makes with the ground. It hurts. Hurts. But you can't stop. You don't stop. Not when the shadow grows around you. Not when you feel the gaze of eyes all over you. Not when the road ahead of you is darkened by a long shadow of something behind you. Even then, you don't stop running, because if that's the cat right there ahead of you, then what in the world is behind you? Ooh, decision. Probably keep running? I'd imagine we need to keep running. Huh? Interesting. How very, very interesting. Ending 0, it begins. Well, shit. So I'm guessing we died. Let's not take the cat home this summer. With a sigh, you take a decisive step back. As cute as the cat is, you really can't afford to be taking a pet on a whim. Rent's coming up soon, and your job doesn't exactly leave you rolling in dough. You give the cat a sad nod. Sorry, good luck out here, okay? You turn around and leave the cat and the alley behind. Oh, you know, fuck that cat. That cat tries to murder me and summons demons. Rain's picking up. Don't meow at me, bitch. Time to head home. Ending. That's a fool. Well, easy enough, I guess. I guess I should look behind. Oh, interesting. How very, very interesting. I think it begins. Well, I don't really know how else this game would work, but, well, thanks for tuning in, fellas. Hope you enjoyed, and if there's any other endings that I missed or something, because I don't really know how these kind of games work, let me down below in the comments. And if you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe maybe, you know, a little bit of that dandy. We're going quite fast recently. But anyway, that's all from me. Have a good one. Bye bye.